Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Ibrahim Traoré's era. What I am about to tell you today will shake you, because it is not only a story about farming, it is not only a story about fruit juice, it is a story about revolution, dignity, and the reclaiming of stolen dreams. Yes, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has done it again. At a time when many African leaders are begging for aid, waiting for crumbs to fall from foreign tables, this young lion of Burkina Faso is showing us that real leadership is about building, not begging. He has just launched a $50 million national mango plantation, 400,000 mango trees planted on land that only yesterday was soaked with blood and tears. Do you hear me, family? Land that was once occupied by terrorists, land where Burkinabè farmers were driven away, land where mothers wept and fathers buried their sons. That same land has now been transformed into a state farm. Where once there were guns, now there are mango seedlings. Where once there was terror, now there is hope. And this is not just a farm. No, this is the foundation of a national mango juice factory that will end the humiliation of dependency. Every year, Burkina Faso spends millions of dollars importing foreign fruit juices. Juices made from African fruits, processed in Europe, repackaged and sold back to us at 10 times the price. This is what neo-colonialism looks like. But Traoré stood up and said, enough. He told his people, by 2029, Burkina Faso will cut foreign drink imports by 90%. We will drink what we grow. We will export what we produce, and we will no longer pour our money into the pockets of foreigners. This is history in the making. The beauty of it, my family, is not just the size of the project, it is the symbolism. 400,000 mango trees are not just crops, they are monuments. Each tree is a marker saying, this is our land, this is our future, this is our dignity. Do you understand the scale? Imagine flying over the northern plains of Burkina Faso and seeing endless green orchards stretching to the horizon, millions of leaves dancing in the Sahel wind, thousands of farmers working shoulder to shoulder. This is not just agriculture, this is the birth of an economy. And here is where Traoré's brilliance shines. The families who once owned those lands, the same lands that were ravaged by terrorists, are not being left behind. They are being compensated by the state. Unlike the old corrupt regimes that would have stolen the land for themselves, or sold it to foreign corporations, Traoré has shown fairness. He told the people, this land belongs to you, and the fruit it bears will belong to you as well. The compensation is not just money. It is dignity. It is proof that the state recognizes its citizens, that it values their sacrifices, that this revolution is not about one man, but about an entire people rising. And let me tell you, brothers and sisters, this mango farm is not only about juice, it is about jobs. Thousands of Burkinabè will be employed to plant, water, harvest, transport, and process the fruits. Engineers will design the irrigation. Technicians will run the machines. Scientists will work on packaging and preservation. Drivers will move goods across the nation. Traders will sell to the world. This is how a nation builds itself, from the soil up, not by waiting for foreign investors to dictate terms, but by investing its own sweat, blood, and spirit into its future. Now think of this. Before Traoré, Burkina Faso imported foreign juices worth millions each year. Juices from Europe, juices from Asia, juices from America, all while Burkinabè mangoes rotted in the sun, wasted because there were no factories to process them. That humiliation is ending. By 2029, Traoré has promised, Burkina Faso will ban almost all foreign fruit juice imports. 90% gone. Imagine the pride of a Burkinabè child drinking mango juice made in his own country, from fruits grown by his own people, bottled in a factory run by his own brothers and sisters. That is more than a drink. It is a sip of freedom. And the impact will ripple across Africa. Ghana will see it. Nigeria will see it. Senegal will see it. Kenya will see it. And the youth everywhere will begin to ask their leaders, if Burkina Faso can do it, why can't we? This is how revolutions spread, not only through speeches, but through examples. One factory here, one plantation there, one bold policy at a time. Before long, the tide cannot be stopped. But family, do not think this was easy. The land was reclaimed from terrorists at a heavy price. Soldiers died to free it. Villages were burned before they were rebuilt. Mothers wept before they rejoiced. That soil carries memories of war. And that is why the mango plantation is so powerful. Because it transforms suffering into strength, loss into life, and ashes into abundance. When Traoré stood at the launch ceremony, he did not speak like a politician. He spoke like a revolutionary. He told his people, "We are planting more than trees. We are planting sovereignty. We are planting the future of Africa." And the crowd roared, because they knew he was right. This was not just about mangoes. It was about proving that Africa can do for itself what the world has always told us we cannot. By 2029, the mango trees will have matured, producing their full harvest. By 2029, the juice factory will be running at maximum capacity. By 2029, Burkina Faso will have built the roads, the storage facilities, and the distribution networks needed to flood its own markets with Burkinabè products. And then, my family, the axe will fall. No more foreign juices. 90% banned. Only 10% left for those who want variety. Imagine supermarkets across Burkina Faso where the shelves are filled not with made in France or made in Spain but with bottles proudly labeled Produit du Faso. That, my brothers and sisters, is not just juice. That is liberation in liquid form. But of course the empire will not clap for this. Already whispers are spreading. They will say Burkina Faso cannot do it. They will say the mango juice is not up to international standard. They will try to flood the market with cheap foreign drinks. They will use propaganda to mock the project. And if all else fails, they will try to sabotage it. We must remember what they did to Sankara when he pushed for self-sufficiency. We must remember what they did to Gaddafi when he planned an African gold-backed currency. They fear African independence more than anything, because an independent Africa means the end of their free lunch. But this time something is different. Burkina Faso is not alone. Mali, Niger, and Guinea are standing with it. And across Africa, young people are watching and learning. They see in Traoré not just a president, but a mirror of their own dreams. And let us be clear, this mango project is also a weapon against terrorism. For years, terrorists thrived in northern Burkina Faso because the land was abandoned, because poverty was deep, because the youth had no jobs. But now, that same land is becoming a factory of life. Young men who might have been tempted by guns will now carry watering cans, pruning shears, and harvesting baskets. Instead of joining armed groups, they will join cooperatives. Instead of being paid to kill, they will be paid to farm. This is how you fight terror, not only with bullets but with jobs, with dignity, with hope. And brothers and sisters, I must exaggerate this truth so you feel its weight. This factory is not just a factory, it is a fortress against poverty, a fortress against dependency, a fortress against humiliation. Picture this, a Burkinabè mother pours a glass of juice for her child before school. That juice is made from mangoes grown on reclaimed land, harvested by Burkinabè farmers, processed in a Burkinabè factory, distributed by Burkinabè workers, and sold in a Burkinabè shop. That child drinks not only juice but dignity, independence, and the taste of freedom. The mango is no longer just a fruit. It is a symbol of sovereignty, a symbol of dignity, a symbol of an Africa that is tired of bowing and ready to rise. This is Ibrahim Traoré's era. And remember this always. Revolutions are not only fought with guns, they are also fought with farms, with factories, with food. And today Africa has begun its sweetest revolution yet, the mango revolution.